shadow of darkness. I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Saya. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Asians known as La Habrea Asian. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Asians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that wrecks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with the Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Saya. Oh, looks like I got a solo mission, bro. That solo mission. The Masked Man? Ah, you are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes. As we've already relayed to Lady Menphilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about eastern Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kirkin. Fate can be a cruel mistress, but do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge seems its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man. I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? When the Order of Nal Thaw began excavating the ruins below, I had high hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims, but thanks to the nigh endless beastman raids, folks are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares, spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Bah! I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. I've heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanalan too. And no folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. On the trail of a masked man. Aye, I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It's said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, little though it is. Shoot, I'm in a black robe. Gotta keep my identity secret until I find out who he is. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kickerin raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kirkin raids are so constant, so organized. We're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Ah, the investigative adventurer. Are you still on the trail of the masked man by any chance? I happen to remember something and would share it with you. You'll recall my telling you how the Kirkin have been raiding Highbridge nigh without cease. Well, there's a rumor that those filthy rats have been meeting with a great hulk of a man in secret. While I can't say whether this is the mysterious fellow you seek, I reckon it as good a lead as any other. According to the witness, the rendezvous takes place in the Kirkin lair located southeast of here. If you go there, perhaps you'll come up with some kind of clue. Be careful though, the nasty buggers don't take kindly to visitors. So did you end up investigating the Kirkin lair? A letter you can't make heads or tails of. Let me see here. This is written in Almagic. You're in luck. Just so happens I learned a spot of it back in the day, so as to expand my potential clientele. Seems the contents pertain to, whoa, people trafficking. Gods be good. If I'm reading this right, the Kirkin are trying to strike a deal with the Almajah. They mean to catch hapless souls at Highbridge and sell them off like sacks of potato. Popotiz, whatever. To think that different tribes of beastmen are colluding in their villainy, I must warn everyone to maintain vigilance. You have my thanks, adventurer. Had you not braved the Kirkin lair, no one here would have known what the creatures were plotting until they actually began picking us off one by one. On the other hand, I suppose this means you're no closer to finding your man. Well, unless it's an Almajah you're looking for, but probably not, huh? Finally got some honest to God's information on your masked man. This time it's the real thing, I swear. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over Thal's respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man, your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Kirkin appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? This scroll, it bears prayer to Ralgur the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgur is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was from Alamigo. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Little Alamigo over in southern Thanaland. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes is a lawless place. Be prepared for a not so warm welcome. Now I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has her relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while, cull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for great things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Oh. That made me sad for some reason. Why yes, Hihibaru is my father. He said what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with my family matters. But I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. No, he can't be all that bad. He looks like a nice fellow. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked man. Black robe. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Okay, maybe he's not so friendly. Maybe he's not so accommodating. He's mean. Well met, adventurer. I'm Giselbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundabald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardship, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I tried to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for Almajah to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thanalan tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Cool. You there, are you an Almajah? No? Then carry on. Do I look like an Almajah? Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet Thanalan. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. A mama's fault. Well, isn't he helpful? Shoo, don't bother me. If the Almajah overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry? The suspicious masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was he was talking with some Alamegans. I assume he was one of them. Doesn't sound like an Ascian. You hot, bro? Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. But I got some sweet tea for you, bro. Well, ain't ye considerate. My thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain? Hiding among the refugees like as not. Me compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Well, aren't you just a racist? Ah, you're back. So, did my lookouts have a lot to share with you? That doesn't sound like too much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Tell me what I gotta do, fine sir. So you're determined to press on with your investigation? Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust, And the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundobald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Welcome back, Saya. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alamegans refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They've had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardship. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Your Alamegan comrade is named Herbert. He joins our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Herbert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. If it isn't Saya, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win trust of the people of Little Alamigo. That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamegan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Yeah? You want me to introduce you to the resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason. Herbert sent you? Ugh, that worthless whoreson. He abandoned his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realized Herbert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Meffred, the captain of the resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Hi, I'm Meffred, a proud man of the Alamegan resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it! I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These Quarry Mill craven would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might not listen to but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. Will do, bro. I'm a healer. I'm a white mage. One of Mephra's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's not I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all. But that'd mean going against the elemental's will. I've been in Aquarium long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the Hamlet's resident here. If you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Oh, she's gonna listen. I'm the warrior of light. She will get these rocks if she don't listen. What up, good? You wish to aid the Alamegans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. What? It's messed up, bro. That's how it is to be then? The bloody hero might as well kill Gillian herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I led my men to Quarrymill, hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hells, Gillian can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. Oh yeah, but we can bring you some horns. We will get right on it. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. Yeah, I got them horns, bro. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Rauger. There's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscaron, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as seeing as he runs a tavern, he likes to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed. Ah, say, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You got something to show me. Got these horns. Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. Aye, I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wounds years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill? So it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. Thanks, bro. It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Here you go. God bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Oh, they got that. What? Adventure, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition is likely to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman seen him something. Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blast it. Would that I had known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Well, now we know. We gotta go find him. Out in the wilds, alone? That fool! That great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the wood for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. I already know where he is. You alright, bro? Watch out, a goblin! Oh! That boy got bombs, well I got rocks. Ouch. You alright? Galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, gods damn it. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again, together or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Yelian. I will see you back at Quarry Mill. Yelian's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take to the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people, asking me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo. That's all? Forbid it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well. I'll provide you with a letter to show Gundebold. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I have no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Finally, I can get somewhere on my own mission. Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. I got letters! You spoke with Mefred. It has been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mefred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mefred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. About dang time. Alright guys, we'll go ahead and wrap this video up. Appreciate you watching. Feel free to like, favorite, and possibly subscribe if you'd like to see more. I will see you in the next video. Take care.